Halo YouTube, kembali lagi bersama saya Ibras di channel Game Banget. Berbagai video dan informasi seputar gaming kita upload setiap hari. Bagi kamu yang baru pertama kali ke channel ini, jangan lupa subscribe untuk mendapat update video-video gaming selanjutnya. Kali ini kita akan melanjutkan game GreedFall dari part pertama kemarin, di mana kita telah berhasil membantu seorang tukang obat agar terbebas dari hukuman atas perbuatannya. Dan untuk kamu yang belum sempat menonton part satunya, kamu bisa menontonnya dengan mengklik link di pojok kanan atas di video ini, atau melalui link yang sudah kita sediakan di kolom deskripsi. Oke, nggak pakai lama, kita langsung saja masuk ke dalam gamenya. Oke, kita kemarin sudah membantu si tukang obat ya. Kali ini kita akan lanjut lagi. Kita lewat sini ya. Sepertinya kita bisa langsung menuju ke tempat melanjutkan misi. Kita melaporkan misi yang sudah kita laksanakan.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sardet.
Kita laporkan ya.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Kita akan melindungi saja ya.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sardet.
Kita sudah naik level ketiga. Kita lanjut ke misi berikutnya. Di mana ini? Bertemu dengan Kapten Vasco. Kita mana masih Kapten Vasco? Ada pedagang kayaknya di sini ya. Kita coba lihat ada item apa saja di sini. Kita lihat, kita coba buy sesuatu. Apakah ada yang menarik di sini? Oh, ada kapak yang sangat besar ya. Ini persyaratannya itu harus memiliki kemampuan memegang senjata dua tangan. Karena kita adalah kelas magic, maka kita membutuhkan senjata cincin ring. Magical damage-nya kita memang ada peningkatan di sini. Ya, kita coba compare. Nah, tetapi kita sepertinya mengalami penurunan stats yang lain ya, yang ternyata sepertinya cukup lumayan. Mungkin untuk yang cincin ini kita skip saja. Ada juga pedang, lalu ada gun di sini ya, senjata api. Namun kita masih belum bisa memiliki kemampuan untuk menggunakan senjata api. Bagaimana dengan karakter yang lain? Di chord ini bisa menggunakan senjata pedang dengan satu tangan. Jadi pedangnya yang ini dua tangan juga bisa ternyata. Long blade. Tapi sepertinya untuk senjata yang dimiliki si Kurt sekarang ini masih cukup baik. Jadi untuk senjata mungkin masih tidak perlu ada peningkatan atau perubahan. Kita ke bagian pakaian, armor, dan statsnya pun tidak terlalu lebih baik ya. Ada sailor code di sini, lumayan statsnya, tapi bagian kemampuan loot sense nya pun kita menurun ini ya, menurun 25%. Kita yang lainnya, balance nya menurun, craftsmanship turun, atau mungkin kita skip dulu ya, kita mungkin bisa mendapatkan equipment yang lain dari looting. Di game ini terdapat banyak spot-spot untuk looting. Mari kita cari spot-spot lootingnya. Selebaran ada ya. Ini to the family of the rich man who provoked us. We have him. Dia menyandra siapa ini ya? Seperti ini mengandung misi, kita simpan dulu. Ada sesuatu lagi di sini. Kita akan menemui si Kapten Vasco.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sardet, the prince's niece. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Kita akan coba membantu si Kapten Vasco ini ya, untuk mengatasi hilangnya salah satu krunya.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Apakah ada kenalan di seri?
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
Siapa temannya?
Miss Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish, you'll find them over there, in port.
Oke. Sepertinya kita bisa bertemu dengan dua temannya.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
Kita coba ceritakan masalahnya.
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Ptolemy has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We of course refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Oke.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need
Kita
to have a
lanjut
word with that people smuggler the
misi
sailor
berikutnya.
mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Whatever you need to be.
Kita coba untuk mendapatkan misi tambahan ini, side quest ya.
Lady de Sardet, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes, we were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Jadi kita diberi misi untuk membantu masalah pada proses pengiriman kargo yang terjadi timbul. Oke, kemana kita akan melanjutkan misi kita? Atau kita mencari Konstantin terlebih dahulu ya? Kita ke sini. Completing quest. Di GreedFall quest biasanya dapat diselesaikan dalam berbagai macam cara yang berbeda. Kita dapat menggunakan berbagai macam cara seperti persuasi, atau mungkin dengan item-item, atau mungkin bertarung seperti biasa pun juga dapat dianggap menyelesaikan quest. tapi kita coba lakukan dengan cara yang unik-unik saja. Mungkin bagaimana jika kita menyelesaikan quest tanpa harus melalui berbagai macam combat. Kita coba bicara dengan ini ya, penjaga tavern ini.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Kita tanya tentang keberadaan Konstantin.
I'm looking for my cousin. His name is Constantine. I believe he was intent on celebrating his departure last night.
There was indeed a party here last night, but it ended badly.
Whatever do you mean?
A brawl broke out. My tavern was shattered, and no one's paid for the damages.
I'm sorry. Amongst the rebel rousers, did there happen to be a young man? 20 years of age? Hair down to his neck, light brown? Blue eyes? Quite the talker?
I don't believe it. Of course he was there. He's the man that started the fight. I hope you've come to reimburse me. Don't count on me to help you if that's not the case.
What kind of damage are we talking about exactly?
A good half of my furniture was broken into firewood. I piled up the lot over there.
Let me take a look. Perhaps it can be repaired.
If you can fix it, I'll be obliged. If not, you'll need to pay.
Jadi kita perlu semacam permintaan maaf atas kejadian yang dilakukan oleh saudara sepupu kita si Konstantin. Mungkin kita bisa 25 gold ya, kita bayar.
Here you are, to cover your expenses.
Excellent. Honest books makes for honest friendships. Your cousin is either a very bad joker or a right good fool. He went and insulted a band of ruffians from the lower boroughs. Dangerous fellows. They've a storehouse they operate out of a few streets from here.
What kind of business do they run?
Several, actually, and they're all illegal and profitable. But you didn't hear that from me. In any case, if you were set on recovering your cousin, I would hurry if I were you. They're not the tender sorts.
Thank you for the information.
Off with ya. Get him out of whatever mess he's got himself into. Seemed like a courageous fellow. Who could down his pint? Anything else?
Oke. Sepertinya kita
I need to be off.
harus
Farewell.
Goodbye.
sesegera mungkin untuk menyelamatkan si Konstantin. Tadi saya lihat ada cahaya di sini kan. Ada gold. Apa lagi? Gold lagi. Ada sesuatu di sana.
This furniture is in terrible condition. The fight must have been extremely violent.
It looks as if it's fixable. I've seen worse. We'll need to build some metal dowels, but once done, we can make them like new.
And there you have it. You'd never guess they were once broken.
Oke. Harusnya kita tadi mungkin bisa memperbaikinya saja ya. Tidak perlu membayar mungkin. Tidak apa-apa. Kita lanjut ke misi kita untuk menyelamatkan saudara kita. Oke, kita akan coba menyelamatkan si Konstantin.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
That vulture of a tavern master was right. It is Constantine's voice. It's coming from the floor above.
Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Oke. Ada berbagai macam solusi bisa dilakukan dengan cara mungkin persuasi, negosiasi, atau dengan cara brutal ya, ataupun dengan cara sneaky atau mengendap-endap pun sepertinya kita juga bisa melakukannya. Di game ini kita bisa melakukan berbagai macam cara menyelesaikan quest, jadi kita bebas terserah layar ya. Sangat menarik sekali game ini.
It's blocked. It's not possible just now.
Sepertinya kita membutuhkan ini ya, level 1 science dan alchemist untuk membuat semacam elemental damage. Kita coba cari jalan yang lain. Kira-kira bagaimana jika jalan memutar? Enemy detection. When the player is in stealth mode near enemies, a detection indicator will appear above their heads. Jika keberadaanmu terdeteksi, indikator akan terisi sampai dianggap berbahaya, dimana akan men-trigger combatnya. Indikator memiliki dua status, yaitu curiga, yaitu kuning, dan terdeteksi warna merah. Jadi kita harus mengendap-endap.
This man is going to bring the guard out if he keeps shouting like that. We should have got rid of him. Don't be an idiot. It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate the rooster. Oh, he's making a great deal of noise.
Sabar.
We could knock him out or gag him.
Ini kita ada penjaganya di sini, kita harus hati-hati. Kita ketahuan.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey. You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
Kita langsung babat saja di sini karena kita sudah ketahuan ya. Oke. Sudah. Apa boleh buat karena ternyata kita ketahuan. Mungkin karena si tadi dia kelihatan ya sama lawan kita. Kita mendapati kunci untuk salahnya si Konstantin. Oke, kita coba sekarang masuk. Kita harus cepat ya. Ada di lantai atas Konstantin, atau mungkin kita lihat, kita coba eksplorasi sedikit, mungkin ada item-item menarik di sini rutinnya. Oke, kita coba looting dulu. Looting sudah habis, kita coba ke lantai atas ya. Atau mungkin kita ke bawah dulu. Kita lihat ada apa di sini. Mungkin ada looting lagi. Ya ada. Bagaimana dengan orang di sini? Udahkah? Nah, ini pintu yang tadi ya, sepertinya ya, pintu yang di depan tadi. Kita coba buka kuncinya hingga mungkin nanti kita jadi bisa keluar dari bangunan ini lebih mudah. Oke, kita sekarang kita ke atas. Kita akan menyelamatkan si Konstantin. Kita dapat kunci untuk si selnya si Konstantin lagi ya. Kita jadi dapat 2 kunci. Habis sepertinya kita sekarang dapat membuka ruangannya si Konstantin. Atau mungkin kita dapat menggunakan kemampuan lockpicking kita sehingga kita tidak perlu menggunakan kuncinya. Oke, kita buka.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress.
Oh, lumayan
Constantine, it's
mengagetkan
me,
sekali.
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure.
Companion equipment. Pilih Konstantin dari Green Inventory dengan tombol kiri atau tombol kanan. Berikan equip untuk Konstantin pada outfitnya atau pakaiannya yang bernama Old Embroidered Doublet. Oke. Kita coba beri equip tombol kiri atau kanan, atau yang ini tadi ya, kita coba pakai ini. Kita beri baju. Sekarang kita keluar lewat jalan yang di bawah tadi. Oke, Konstantin sudah bebas. Sekarang kita bisa melanjutkan misi untuk menuju ke pulau berikutnya bersama Konstantin. Namun sebelum itu sepertinya kita juga harus mengatasi masalahnya si Kapten Vasco, yaitu untuk menyelamatkan si krunya. Oke, tadi kita hampir lupa terkait quest untuk mengantarkan barangnya sih, barang titipan quartermaster ya, untuk bisa mengantar barang merchandise.
Madam, Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness. I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Tentang ini ya, kita bertanya tentang apakah bisa memasukkan merchandise kita ke dalam kapal.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tir-Fredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office.
Oke. Sepertinya itu ada di sebuah ruang kantor, ruang kerja untuk catatannya ya.
Be back soon, Captain.
Untuk catatan yang dapat kita rubah. Oke, kita akan menuju ruang office dari quartermaster. Don't controlled by other factions. Zona ini di bawah kendali oleh faction yang lain. Tempat-tempat yang tertentu itu terbatas untuk kita ya. Kostum, pakaian dari faction yang sesuai akan membuat kita dapat melakukan trik ya.
We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Oke, kita coba lihat mengelilingi bangunan ini dulu. Apakah ada jalan yang lain? Yang mungkin bisa kita
If you
lewati.
wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse.
Oke, sepertinya jika kita menyamar mungkin bisa
If we
masuk
drop a
dengan
little
mudah.
soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Kita coba lihat pakaiannya seperti apa. Coklat ya.
You'll find all you need in our selection. Welcome. It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
Oh, dia menutup mata ya. Seperti ini ada glitch. Penjualnya matanya ketutup. Pakaian. Ini topi. Nah, kita ke pakaian. Nah, yang ini ya. Sepertinya yang ini. Akan tetapi statusnya itu tidak lebih baik ini.
Thank you for your visit.
Oke, mungkin saya akan mencoba mencari pakaiannya dari looting ya. Oke, jika kita masuk untuk meneruskan misi kita mencari anak buahnya si Kapten Vasco, di dalam sini juga tadi sudah saya sempat mengeceknya. Sebelumnya saya sudah mengeceknya bahwa di ruang ini juga nanti ada chest yang memuat color kostum, dimana nanti dapat digunakan untuk kita menyamar agar dapat masuk ke dalam office di quartermasternya. Mari kita coba lihat sekaligus untuk kita melanjutkan misi ya. Nah, ini color code dapat kita gunakan untuk menyamar nanti. Ini statusnya lebih baik daripada yang jika kita beli di merchant, jadi kita bisa peroleh yang statusnya lebih baik. Kita lanjutkan ke misi untuk menyelamatkan atau mencari si anak buahnya Kapten Vasco.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who was gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
Kita tanya tentang si cabin boy.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Why? I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
Oke,
I
kita
need to be going.
coba tanya satu temannya lagi, si Lauro. Barangkali dia mengetahui sesuatu tentang keberadaan si Jonas.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 death winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
Kita tanya tentang si cabin boy.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No. Not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Kita coba tanya tentang status pikiran si cabin boy.
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Oke. Sepertinya si keberadaan cabin boy-nya sudah agak
Thank you, Laura.
mulai
I need to
tercerahkan.
be going.
Kita
Strange
coba
story
melanjutkan.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it.
Kita coba
We
melanjutkan
need to lift the
misinya.
veil on this.
Oke, sepertinya dia ada di dalam tavern sini. Oh, kita coba tanya si penjaganya dulu.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back. Can I pour you something this time?
Kita tanya tentang
I am looking
penculikan.
for a nought. A young cabin boy who has been missing roll call for 2 days now.
A note, you say? That's not a lot to go on. There are quite a few that come to my tavern.
According to one of his fellows, he would have been taken right here.
A kidnapping. In my establishment. You surely jest. Or at least I hope you do. I would have noticed. That doesn't hold water. Anything else?
Oke, kita
I need to be off.
lanjutkan.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Kita tanya ke orang berikutnya. Seperti dia mengetahui sesuatu.
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a nought that disappeared 2 days ago after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with the 3 of them.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was defensive, not sitting pretty. And then they finally left.
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out for a breather. I needed some fresh air. And I think I might well have seen those same men grab him. But that was none of my business. I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him, if that's what it was. They weren't particularly rough with him.
Kita tanya tentang informasi si orang kaya itu ya. Sepertinya dia ada urusan dengan orang kaya.
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy boroughs, just off the canal. A stone's throw from the Theleme embassy.
Thank you. You've been immensely helpful.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea. But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Ya, kita coba saja kita cari tahu keberadaannya dari si orang kaya tersebut. Ya. Kita cari tahu di mana dia rumahnya. 100 meteran ini ya jaraknya. Oke, kita sudah sampai di depan rumahnya. Kita coba lihat apakah yang akan terjadi.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with
Oh,
Sir
kita malah
Fontaine.
disambut
He
oleh
is absent,
White
but the
atau
lady of the house could certainly
pembantunya.
receive you. Enter, please.
Menarik sekali, kita justru disambut. Halo Nyonya.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sardet. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I understand.
Don't you see, Your Excellency? We got our son back.
Sebenarnya apa yang terjadi di waktu di tavern ini?
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these drunkards over a respectable family?
These witnesses are all in agreement, and it is their testimonies that have led me to your doorstep.
My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men might have simply had to carry him. A gesture that your drunkards must have misunderstood.
Kenapa dia dibawa?
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
What are you talking about?
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another word. You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact. It sounds
Wow.
like some fear-inducing story.
Sepertinya
The
misi
Nords
kita masih
wouldn't be
cukup
the
panjang.
first to recruit through dubious means.
Coba kita mungkin kita cari tahu lagi tentang si Naut kontrak itu ya, kontrak si para pelautnya. Wow, ini baru di kota pertama tapi misinya masih cukup panjang sepertinya. Oke, kita akan mencari tahu lebih dalam terkait dengan kontrak para pelaut ini. Sebenarnya kontraknya itu apa ya?
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy, but we will have to do without.
Kita tanya tentang Madame Fontaine.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services rendered by the Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Oke, sepertinya ini masalahnya cukup rumit.
Be back soon, Captain.
Kira-kira
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's
siapa
not
ini yang
Nauts?
dapat membantu kita?
How I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Oke, kita coba tanya kepada gurunya. Di sini orangnya. Sepertinya guru kita ini, Mr. De Corsilan.
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Cossillon. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sardet?
Kita mau bertanya tentang si kontrak antara si pelaut dengan Fontaine.
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news, de Sardet. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there's always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child, and regretted it afterwards. But that is of little importance. What counts most is that you bring the boy back to the Nords as quickly as possible. Breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us dearly. Our nation could feel it in its coffers.
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Oke, kita coba tanyakan lagi kepada Lady Fontaine ya terkait status kontrak anaknya atau mungkin kontrak mereka dengan para pelaut. Oke, ini baru kota pertama tapi misinya Setiap. Misi itu memiliki cerita yang sangat panjang, cukup detail sekali. Oh, ada sesuatu di sana. Now to the attention of the servant. I would like you to prepare several meals and bring them to the warehouse we own on the canal. My husband will have to work there with his clerk and his men for a few days, so make sure that there is enough food for everyone and be discreet. We do not want other families to know about what is happening.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Excuse me, madam, but I haven't quite finished my inquiries yet.
If you would be so courteous, I would like you to leave. I have told you all that I have to say.
Oh, wow, tidak bisa.
With respect, my lady.
Jadi kita harus langsung saja ke warehouse tadi ya. Oke, kita sudah sampai di depan gudangnya si Fontaine family. Coba kita masuk ya.
Here we are. Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Oke,
Handful of underlings
sepertinya
don't scare us away.
akan ada pertaruhan di sini. Kita harus ekstra hati-hati. Ada di bawah ya. Kita coba explore terlebih dahulu, barangkali ada item di sini. Enggak, sepertinya tidak ada kelap-kelip di sini. Tidak ada yang berkilauan. Oke, kita langsung saja menuju ke bawah.
Lady de Sardet, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Naughts are worried about his disappearance.
Those Naughts took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine?
Kita katakan pada dia tentang apa yang sudah diberitahukan oleh guru kita.
I looked into the contract that binds you to the Naughts. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Naughts. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in this story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her. I beg you.
You were not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Naughts.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Oke, jadi sepertinya antara para pelaut dengan kelompok atau faction merchant ini memiliki hubungan, yaitu sistem kontrak agar mereka bisa saling mendapatkan jasa. Merchant dapat akses untuk transportasi laut melalui jasanya si para pelaut ini dengan cara mengkontrakkan anak-anaknya. Maka cukup menarik ya cerita di GreedFall ini. Bukan di sini caranya, kita coba cari yang lain. Nah, itu mungkin ya.
So it's here that our man keeps his son.
Itu dia.
Abusive fathers.
Ada yang sesuatu di sana. Ada one record. Oke, kita lanjut. Kita gunakan saja lockpicking ya. Untung sebelumnya saya sudah memiliki kemampuan lockpicking, sehingga kita seharusnya pun tanpa harus menggunakan kunci pun kita dapat membuka pintu ini.
Who are you?
My name is de Sardet. I'm legate of the congregation. Your captain has sent me to find you.
And were you able to convince my father to allow me to go free?
Yes, even if I had to bend his arm a little.
That doesn't surprise me. He seemed to have no intention of changing his mind. I feel more sorry for my mother. She seems so sweet and happy to see me.
You don't seem to be all that close to your parents.
I hadn't seen them since I was 5 years old. I barely remember them. They find me, capture me, and lock me up in this warehouse. Hard to grow close after all that. My family is the Naughts. I am sorry for my parents, but that is the way of it now. Can I go home?
Yes. You should still go and say farewell to your mother. Then find your way to your ship. I will see you there.
Oke. Misi penyelamatan atau pencarian kabin boynya sudah berhasil. Sepertinya kita sudah dapat melanjutkan perjalanan kita. Dan mungkin ada satu misi yang masih belum terselesaikan, yaitu misi terkait merchandise yang perlu dikirimkan ya. perlu dimasukkan ke dalam kapal juga. Nah, tadi kita perlu menyamar menjadi seorang pelaut juga. Oke, kita laporkan hasil misi kita tadi telah berhasil mengatasi masalah kekurangan kru tadi ya.
Madam,
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
we should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. My cabin boy, Jonas, is back on ship. I have you to thank, I imagine.
You do. It's a rather sad affair, and though solved, leaves a broken family behind.
All we can do is plot a course. No one tells the wind what to do. I do thank you. I didn't think you'd go to so much trouble for a cabin boy. Your actions bring you honor.
Kita mendapatkan reputasi terhadap faksi dari para pelaut ini ya. Namun sebelum kita berangkat ke tempat berikutnya atau kota berikutnya, mungkin kita masih ada satu misi yang masih belum kita selesaikan, jadi kita live dulu.
Be back soon, Captain.
Oke, tadi kita memerlukan pakaian sailor untuk menyamar. Oh, ini lupa ini ya, pakaian kita perlu menyesuaikan dengan sailor yang ini. Kita gunakan equip sehingga dengan berpakaian mirip seperti faksi atau kelompok yang akan kita masuki, maka kita bisa menyamar. Kita tidak akan dianggap sebagai lawannya.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities.
Maka
They
kita
keep the
berhasil
official
masuk. Coba
documents
kita
upstairs.
lihat tanggapan dari orang di sini. Sepertinya aman ya. Kita dianggap sebagai kawan mereka. Ada chest, coba kita buka. Kita sudah memiliki kemampuan lockpick, jadi banyak sekali loot yang dapat kita dapatkan. Wow, ini senjata rarity biru ini luar biasa. Dan peningkatan magical damage juga cukup jauh, kurang lebih sekitar hampir 100% ini peningkatannya. Akan tetapi mental power ini ya, requirement mental powernya terus 2, sementara kita masih 1 kalau tidak salah. Oke, ada chest lagi, kita coba buka. Halo mbak atau pak. Kita dianggap sebagai kawan mereka, padahal kita kan, untuk perlu diketahui ya bahwa Sardet ini merupakan dari aslinya itu dari faksi persatuan merchant ya, bukan dari pelaut. Kita dapat sailor squad lagi, sailor squad juga dapat. Oke. Kita cari lagi, mungkin di situ ya ruangannya ya. Kita buka dulu. Loading dan loading. Oh, betul. Ini berbeda dari tadi, kita cuma dapat topi, kali ini kita mendapatkan helm. Endurance itu harus 1. Mungkin ini helmnya lebih cocok untuk digunakan oleh Secret ya. Coba. Ya, Secret dapat menggunakan helm ini. Elemen resisten namun berkurang. Tapi menurut saya ini pengurangan resisten elementalnya tidak terlalu banyak, jadi menurut saya ini masih fine saja kita gunakan untuk card ya. Sehingga kelas warrior ini karena dia bertarung jarak dekat, dia memerlukan armor yang cukup tebal ya. Kita harus menyesuaikan dengan sistem pertarungannya. Oke, di meja. Permisi, halo. Konstantin.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Yes. Nah, kita sudah mengsabotase kunci untuk Siren Harbor. Oke, kita sudah berhasil keluar dengan cukup mudah. Nah, sekarang tinggal ke mana lagi nih? Kapten Vasco. Masih ada misi yang belum kita selesaikan, kita coba selesaikan dulu ya kita ke misi ini.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Oke. Ada looting di sini. Sip. Padahal di sini pun juga ada ruangan yang atau mungkin jalan rahasia ya. Padahal kita dapat memasukinya. Mungkin kita tadi bisa saja memasuki lewat pintu ini jika kita mau mendahului misi yang tadi.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you?
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Kita tanya, ini sebenarnya tentang apa sih ya? Saya sepertinya agak lupa di sini. Mungkin ini terkait dengan research ya, satu research.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias? The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master?
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Kita tanya tentang rencana mereka untuk kabur
Who were you
bagaimana.
hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sad as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh,
We have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
Oke, kita diberi opsi 3 pilihan. Akankah kita menangkapnya atau berencana untuk mendiskusikannya dengan Bridge Alliance Ambassador, atau membiarkan mereka jalan begitu saja menuju satu kota ya. Kita mungkin coba diskusikan terlebih dahulu ya, kita cari tahu kemungkinan baik buruknya.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
Oke. Kita coba berdiskusi terlebih dahulu dengan seseorang yang cukup sepertinya berpengaruh. Kita akan melaporkan terkait apa yang sudah kita lakukan tadi, yang menulis laporan terkait merchandise yang akan kita masukkan ke dalam kapal ya, karena game ini dapat menyelesaikan berbagai macam quest dengan sesuka hati kita sebagai player, maka kita yang namanya eksplorasi itu merupakan kegiatan yang sangat menguntungkan ya, karena jika kita barangkali menemukan item yang berhubungan dengan quest itu jadi lebih mudah.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
Kita mendapatkan reputasi dari fraksi Coin Guard. Looting dan looting lagi. Oke, kita sudah sampai di depan rumahnya Bridge Alliance ambasadornya ya. Sahin.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sardet.
Ambasador Sahin. Ya, kita diskusikan terkait para sejarawan.
I would like to talk to you about a rather delicate matter.
I am listening.
A couple of historians have made a recent discovery concerning Matthias, the founder of the mythical Ptolemy, and it seems that this is not to the liking of the illuminated, or at least his more fervent subjects.
These sinister hypocrites are going to want to burn them at the stake.
Without a doubt. And that's why these poor people are begging you to offer them asylum.
We are willing. Where are they to be found at this time?
At the port of Serene. They were hoping to stow away discreetly on a vessel to Al-Sad.
Very well. I shall send an escort immediately to take them somewhere safe.
Oke, sepertinya kita berhasil
I need to be going.
memastikan keselamatan
Goodbye,
dua orang sejarawan tadi
Lady
ya.
de Sardet.
We owe you our lives. We are eternally grateful.
It was nothing. I hope you won't have too much difficulty adapting to your new country.
If you would allow me, I would like to give you this. It's not much, but it is all that we possess.
Kita dapat gold sebanyak 80 poin.
It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Oke, di dalam game ini terdapat 6 faksi, yaitu Congregation of Merchants ya. Kemudian ada Bridge Alliance, ada faksi Menyelami, kemudian Coin Guard, kemudian para pelaut Nauts, dan Natives. Nanti Natives ini orang-orang yang ada di pulau terbaru nanti ya. Ini kita masih berhubungan baik dengan persatuan para merchant. Kita tadi mendukung para merchant tadi untuk membantu menyelamatkan 2 orang sejarawan. Kita coba laporkan misi selanjutnya. Barangkali ini yang masih memang berhubungan dengan 2 orang sejarawan tadi ya.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Kita laporkan terkait kaburnya 2 orang tadi ya.
It pains me to inform you that the heretics you seek have fled.
Curse them! How could that possibly have happened?
Bagaimana jika kita berbohong?
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. I thought as much. Those heretics have turned to them. But I had hoped that you might intervene quickly enough to stop them. It is truly regrettable. We have nothing else to do but pray that the Luminous might shield us from their lies.
Oke, reputasi kita terhadap fraksi dalam itu menaik tambah 1.
I must be going.
Kita lanjut
Farewell, Excellency.
ke misi berikutnya. Mungkin kita kali ini dapat langsung bertemu dengan Kapten Vasco. Kita baru saja naik level ya, menjadi level 4. Kita ada poin baru, 3 skill point, 1 atribut point. Kita lihat skill point kita ada 3. Mungkin saya, karena kita ini adalah kelas magic, kita akan fokus pada skill yang sesuai dengan kelas kita. Ini berhubungan dengan heavy weapon, kemudian ini skill magic kita stasis, dan ini berhubungan dengan senjata yang kita miliki, yaitu cincin. Magical damage plus 10%, menambah kecepatan combo dari satu impact. Kemudian satu impact juga dapat memberikan stun ya 100%. Oke, kita ambil saja yang ini. Oke, sudah. Attribute ini berhubungan dengan skill dasarnya. Kita karena mental power sudah level 1, kita sekarang perlu willpower. Kita punya senjata magic cincin, kita punya senjata cincin tadi yang baru, yang berwarna biru. Kita perlu mental power yang level 2, jadi kita akan mengambil yang level 2. Oke, sehingga dengan begini kita jadi dapat menggunakan cincin terbaru kita yang ini. Sangat-sangat lebih sakit. Equip. Oke. Kembali. Oke, kita lanjutkan misi kita. Oke. Kita sudah mau berangkat ke kota berikutnya. Kita nanti akan melanjutkannya pada video yang ketiga kita, lebih banyak memainkan di kota terbaru. Untuk itu silakan di subscribe channel kita agar kamu mendapat update terbaru video dari kita nantinya. Nah, sekian video kali ini. Silakan klik jempol ke atas ataupun ke bawah dan tuliskan pendapatmu tentang gameplay GreedFall kali ini di kolom komentar biar kita bisa saling sharing. Oke? Saya Pras dari Banget, mohon pamit. See you in the next video.